Hi, I'm sports dietitian Pearl Nierenberg. Did you ever wonder what you should be eating to perform well at hockey? This 10-minute video, actually less than 10 minutes, is going to give you a lot of answers to that question. And as a follow-up, you can watch the guide to preparing for hockey camps or hockey tryouts. Okay, so all the food groups you need to be eating to have a top performance can be grouped into categories. Foods that give you energy for hockey, foods that give you muscle building materials to make your training sessions effective, and foods that make you a vibrant, healthy athlete. So in this model that you see and is available for download as a PDF, you see food categorization, and I let you know in each of these categories what the food can do for you. For starters, energizers, otherwise known as the grains and starchy vegetables, these fill your muscles and liver with a big dose of energy. So great for hockey. Think pasta, bread, and definitely getting in whole grain whenever possible to get the most nutrient value from your Energizer. The Energizer superfoods, these are otherwise known as fruit, like apples, bananas, oranges. They fill your muscles too, and your liver, with a big dose of energy. The in-play energizers are a little bit special. We sometimes call these sports products or sports drinks, and you can make homemade versions simply by combining an easy-to-digest fruit with some water. The in-play energizers will absorb into your blood quickly during a practice or a game. Then you have your Energizer bone builders, otherwise known as milks or soy milk or yogurt. What's special about these is they provide both muscle building material and a good dose of energy. So they do two things in one food. Then you have your muscle builders. We sometimes call these proteins. They provide the material to build your muscles stronger or denser. You just have to be mindful of the fat that sometimes comes along with some of these muscle building materials. Things like nuts and high-fat cheese will have a much higher amount of fat than something like egg whites or tofu. Finally, we have the immunity builders and the superfoods. The immunity builders, otherwise known as healthy fats, these provide the material to build healthy cell walls, reduce stuff like inflammation, and together, I'd like you to think of these two main functions as immunity enhancement. Last but not least, the superfoods, our vegetables, provide the key ingredients needed to make your body a super performing machine. Don't forget these guys. These foods are fuel for the digestive system. So when combined in the right amounts, these food categories can make performance-enhancing meals and snacks. Let's put them all together. You'll have your energizers, your muscle builders, your superfoods, and your immunity builders. To give you an example, you can fill your plate with 1/3 of each of the categories if you want an idea for what to target for portions. But portions are very specific, and you should really follow the guidance of a sports dietitian to get the exact portions that are right for you. So an example that I've shown here is your energizers are the potatoes, your muscle builders are the chicken, and your superfood is the broccoli. You're going to want to get in some snacks as well to get the muscle building materials and the energy. So think about combining an energizer with a bone builder. This is a great snack. You can do something like have some granola with some Greek yogurt. Another great snack, this one excellent for recovery, would be to combine an energizer with a muscle builder. Something like a whole grain bread with some low-fat cheese. And why not do some immunity enhancement by combining a superfood with an immunity builder? How about carrot sticks with hummus? Remember that when you eat the final version of the food you choose, how your food got from the farm to your plate will change the way your body digests the meal. Foods that take less steps to get to you are definitely higher in quality. So this potato that went through a couple of steps to get to the grocery store, such as step 1, getting cut into pieces and fried in a vat of hot oil, and then step 2, getting flash frozen and then going to the grocery store, is less fresh than the potato that went straight to your grocery store from the farm. Foods that are cooked at high temperatures and blended into purees will digest a lot faster. This is good if you have to work out or play hockey in a short amount of time, but normally we want that good delay of digestion to make sure we have time to absorb all of the nutrients from our food and benefit from all the nutrients in that food. If you do not leave yourself enough time to eat, you won't have time to get the food into your body, so you do have to be careful. Food in the stomach is definitely not food and energy in your muscles, which means that your batteries could be low going into a hockey game or a hockey practice if you haven't eaten in time to get the food to your muscles. Here's the rules of digestion. Memorize these. Large meals need generally 4 to 5 hours to digest and for you to get the energy from them. Light meals, 2 to 3 hours to digest. Liquid meals, 1 to 2 hours. And light snacks could be digested and into your system in 30 minutes. It just depends on the snack. There's more guides for sports nutrition for hockey players. All the details can be found on the Hockey Nutrition Network's website, hockeynutritionnetwork.org.